It's jewelry time with Janine. Is that cheesy? Yeah, that's pretty cheesy. Hey, it's giveaway time and more things to look at. Join us. Today I'm going to actually do the giveaway that I mentioned in the last video. I'm going to show you some repairs that I've been working on, and also I have some new things to share with you. So stay tuned. If you watched the last video, you will remember that all of these things had some problems going on. I did fix this bracelet. This bracelet is already sold. It just needed some little purple stones replaced. It looks beautiful now. And this just needed some cleaning, so we did that. It had just some tarnish and such on there. This set was in crazy disrepair. I basically had to replace most all of the rhinestones in this set, and it is just stunning now. This set is not marked, but I believe it is a Van Loo from New York design. Well, actually, it's a Trifari design. You will see this set Trifari as well, but this is an unmarked version of that. A lot of designs were traded throughout the years, and so another company made this one. Then this Kenneth J. Lane needed a couple of rhinestones. It's absolutely beautiful now. I think it needed one right down here and one up here. These little Coro earrings needed some rhinestones. I don't think I did any other repairs other than rhinestone and pearl replacement. This basically needed everything replaced. This needed a purple stone and some turquoise stones. This needed some clear rhinestones. This piece, if you remember, was missing one of the stones, and I didn't have a turquoise piece, but I had this little opal, so I went ahead and I stuck this little opal in. Now this one, the bezel setting is a little bit damaged right down here. So I did have to add some glue to keep the integrity of this stone in there. And then I did fold over as much of the bezel as I could. So I'm going to have to disclose that on this piece. I don't think it will go anywhere, but because it's in there solid. But just want to warn somebody, you know, any ring, you don't really want to get any ring wet. Like I said in my other video, these Navajo pieces will have a layer of it's either wood or sawdust or pressed material underneath them to allow fluctuations in heat and moisture. And if that gets wet, sometimes it can swell and pop a stone out. So you want to take very good care of your jewelry and not get them wet if at all possible. This Trifari piece needed a couple of these stones, so it got all fixed up. Same with the dress clips. And then this celluloid piece, it's really hard, and I did do a little bit of damage to the celluloid when I popped that stone out. There was a very dead stone. It was black. So, but I forgot when I bought this how hard it is to get stones out of celluloid material because the glue just adheres, almost becomes one with the celluloid. But anyway, I did get this one fixed. It's not perfect, but it's the best I could do. And this one needed all new stones. That got new stones. Then this one is just okay. It was missing a baguette here and a baguette there, and I did find some baguettes that I could use. However, I harvested them out of another piece of jewelry, and when I harvested them, the foil backing came off of this one, and this one, it doesn't fit exactly, but you know, like I said, it's the best I can do. I would rather have it sent out with stones versus missing stones, but I will note that those stones have a little bit of damage to them. It is a beautiful little coral piece. So let's get on to some new things that I found, and then we'll do the drawing. I'm going to start with these because when I saw these, I immediately thought Haskell. A lot of these findings are Haskell findings, but a lot of different designers of the time period also used these findings. So these are damaged. They are supposed to connect on either side right about there and kind of be a moon shape. Very, very intricate design work. Everything is wired on these. There's no glue involved. That's why it led me to believe that they were Haskell pieces. However, by the time Haskell started using these filigree backs, they were typically signed. So it led me to think these are probably not Haskell. I did inquire on the Haskell group, and somebody told me that they possibly could be a designer named Eugene from the same time period. Eugene was reported to have worked for Haskell as a designer at some point in time, but that can't be confirmed. And he also had worked for Cartier. He did costuming on Broadway. He was a very well-known person of the time. Really intricate work. I found these in a $3 case, and I hesitated to buy them a bit because these intricate wire work pieces from the 50s are notorious for having verdigris. And the problem is that the wire is so fine that when verdigris starts to damage it, it can easily break. And case in point, this piece, when I got it home, did break. However, you can see, I posted these online and somebody said, oh, well, you know, that top piece is glued on, so it can't be Haskell or any of those. But now that it's broken, you can see that it wasn't glued, it was actually wired. You can see the little wires here. The wires actually go from this point through this disc and attach to the piece right here. So if anything, this was a very good learning piece. And I still will list it, but it will be listed as repair or for parts. It's still an amazing piece of jewelry. Let's see if I can flip it over. There we go. And true to its time period, this section right here is in excellent shape. It is missing one little rhinestone, but that would be easy to replace. But, you know, this continues to have verdigris on it, even though I did clean it. When you clean, you can't get underneath a piece, but now that it's broken, hey, you know what, I could clean it, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to keep it separate and list it as a repair piece. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm not going to even attempt to do anything with this piece. It's just a little bit beyond my scope of trying to fix. That wire work is just absolutely incredible. So we'll stick this off to the side. These are just some 1980s headlight clip-on earrings. They are not marked, but they are very nice quality. Good weight and dimension to them. And then these are from a designer that I had never heard of. It's called Diva, or the line is called Diva. I don't know. It's marked Diva right here. And they are kind of an Etruscan revival sort of earring. A nice weight again to them, very statement, very bold. And we have a couple of little Coro pieces. All of these earrings were basically $3 or $3.50 unless I tell you otherwise. Missing a couple of rhinestones. I'll put those in my repair pile to get to fixing. This piece I paid up for. This is a Christian Dior. I paid $12 for this piece, and it does sell in the, I want to say 80 to 100 range. It's all costume. It's in lovely condition. Beautiful little bar pin. A couple of single earrings. The reason I got these is because this is a Trifari, and it's a notable Trifari. It's an earlier Trifari, and should I happen to find the other one, it would be a nice set that would sell for some decent money. Or if somebody has lost one and is looking for its match, that is why I will pick up the higher dollar single earrings. This is an Oscar de la Renta. Same thing. These were just $1 a piece. This little ring was just $1, and it's tiny. It's probably a size 6, but like I said, cocktail rings are coming back, and this one doesn't have any damage to it. It's in lovely condition. A little bit of wear to the actual band, but nice little ring. And this one I paid $4 for. It is another, it mimics the designers of this time period. However, you will notice that all of these pieces are formed together and glued, so it's not in the same caliber as those other designers. This piece is most likely from Japan. You will notice that these are not wired. They're strung on a fine, like a fishing line. Very intricate work. Most likely from Japan, but is not marked. Has a simple little hook and a filigree background. Really nice piece though. I like these formed leaves. These leaves have been used by a lot of different designers of the time as well. This piece was, did I pay? I think I paid $3 for it. I believe the clasp has been replaced because there's all kinds of wackiness going on here. I might return this to another clasp that is more suited for this piece, but it's got some nice AB rhinestone. These are called bicone beads, and some faux pearls, and some really cute little glass beads here. They've got little rosebuds in them. Just adorable. Nice spring colors. And I just found this button, this brass button I found really interesting. It's an older button with a big old eye hook on the end. And buttons, I don't sell many buttons, but the ones that I have sold sell between, $10, $12. And this was $1, so I thought it was kind of fun. This is a Givenchy, and it is kind of a lavalier style. This has all got little rhinestones in it with a little rolling rhinestone at the bottom, and it's a wide drop, rhinestones up here. It has multiple extenders on here, so you can make it several different sizes. It is signed Givenchy on the clasp, and very, very wearable for today. This is just a Coro little charm bracelet. I paid $3 for it. It's marked with the Pegasus Coro symbol right there. It has not been engraved, so somebody could engrave this. Then the last piece in this lot was this little necklace. Now, I bought this for $3, and it is a beautiful necklace. It's got these multi-tonal, multicolored stones in them, and it's got open back stones. It's really lovely, but I just realized that it's kind of short. So I think it probably had a longer chain on it, but what I might do to make it more wearable is add a little bit of chain onto the hook side so that if somebody wanted to wear it who had a larger neck, they could wear it. Other than that, it's in beautiful condition. There's no damage to any stones. All the stones are there, and it's a pretty unique little piece. At the swap meet, I found this little box. This is an Incolay stone box, and I think I paid $3 for it, and they sell for around $38. It's got a little cameo on the front, and then inside I found these are Monet. They were just $1 at the swap meet. Very bright rhinestones there in excellent condition, signed Monet. These were actually $5. The vendor that I go to often has started raising her prices a little bit, but they're earlier Trafaris. They're 1955, early 60s. Just good quality, excellent condition. Then I also found at the same vendor some Juliana earrings. I kind of want to do a video on Juliana. I'm not an expert in Juliana, but I do know some things that would help people discern whether or not something is Juliana. And there are so many pieces that are mislabeled as Juliana just because they're bright and sparkly or of high quality. I think I'll save the reasons behind why I think these are Juliana for another video. But anyway, they were $5. Then the last thing I found, which I have mixed feelings about, this is an Eisenberg bracelet. It is marked Eisenberg, not Eisenberg Ice. If you remember, Eisenberg Ice is kind of the lower quality version of Eisenberg. There's Eisenberg Original, plain Eisenberg, Eisenberg Ice. There's lots of different variations of the Eisenberg line. This is a very, very nice piece, but the reason I have mixed emotions about it is because a lot of the stones have some water damage on them. This one does, this one does, that one does, this one does. So it is a beautiful piece, and the stones are not so far gone that I would want to replace them. I will sell it as is because it is a collector's piece, but I was a little saddened by those damaged stones. And when I first saw it, I was so excited to find an Eisenberg because I don't see very many Eisenbergs around, and he only wanted $5 for it. I'm like, oh yeah, okay, I'll grab that. But then when I got it home, I thought, oh, was that a good purchase or not? I don't know. Tell me in the comments what you think. Was it a good purchase? It's signed Eisenberg right here, and you can basically only see the Enberg. You can't see the Eisen on it. Sometimes the space is small and they don't stamp it right, but it is definitely an Eisenberg piece. This is just a really nice and very wearable for today mesh bracelet in excellent condition. I don't see anything wrong with it. It's got a little bit of a smudge here. Nice. This piece, I actually have seen these sold for quite a bit of money. I don't remember who the designer is on this, but it is missing some beads on it. It would be a simple repair if I could find similar beads, but I don't know if I could find similar beads. So what I might be able to do is either, list it as is, or add some similar but a little bit different beads throughout the piece, and then add some of the pieces over here to there to make it look like it's supposed to be there. We'll see. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that piece, but it is really pretty. Kind of a cha-cha, stretchy. These are the only type of stretchy bracelets I like to buy. I never buy any stretchy bracelets that are on cording or anything that's going to stretch out. This one is a very modernist track bracelet. I don't think it's silver. It doesn't feel like silver. It feels like stainless steel. But each of these little pieces are marked, so I haven't done enough research to know what this is. Like I said, I just bought these and I stashed them away and I haven't looked at them in a while. I don't know. For the modernist or minimalist jewelry wearer, that would be a nice piece. And this is just a memory wire bracelet that I think this is just dyed howlite, but I'm not positive. Anyway, it's very attractive. It's very has a Western feel to it. And I think these are real pearls. Let me check. Yeah, these are real pearls. So this could be genuine turquoise, but without, it's really hard to test for turquoise. Usually if it's dyed howlite, you can sometimes see a little bit of white inside where it was drilled, but I don't see anything like that on this piece. And the craters and such on this stone make me think that it could possibly be real turquoise. It has some weight to it. And on dyed howlite, there won't be imperfections in the stones like this. So this is a good question. If anybody knows any good tests for turquoise, let me know. I'm a little baffled by this piece, but I thought it was really pretty for $3, so I went ahead and I grabbed it. This, oh my goodness, I don't remember any of these. This is a more modern piece. It is made by J. Crew. And oh yeah, I like this necklace. It's modern. The reason I know it's modern is because it has the more modern lobster clasp. But look, I've had a lot of luck selling J. Crew pieces. They say that J. Crew is going to be tomorrow's, good vintage, because they do make a quality piece of jewelry. So this is in excellent condition. It's another Y drop, totally wearable for today. It's got little faceted kind of off-white stones on there, and then it's got your rhinestones. They are close-backed, but very well constructed close-backed. But look at the quality of these. Look at the construction. It's got this beautiful navette surrounded by, it almost looks like this is a real deep pink, and these are different shades of pink. And they are, if you look at the clasp, this is a quality clasp. It's got a little tension rod right here, and just really nicely done. So no, I do not see a maker's mark on these. I think I looked them up and I did see some that were identical to these that had some decent sales prices on them. So I got them for, I believe they were $3.50. And this right here this is signed top, and it's a little, it almost reminds me of the Trail of the Painted Ponies sculptures, but it's a cute little horse brooch, all enamel, very well done, lots of detail on that piece. And I will try to flash up a screenshot of some that I've seen online. It can also be used as a pendant. It's got the rings so you can put it on a chain. And I like it's got the double rings so it will sit nicely versus, you know, a single ring where it will kind of be unbalanced. I do not know who made these, but they are exquisite. Look at that. Once again, this is that time period where Haskell and Robert and Eugene now and lots of different designers did this beautifully wired and intricately designed work. I love these earrings. I can't figure out who they are. You know, I can't attribute them to anybody because they're not marked. I don't even think I've found the exact ones online, but they're in excellent condition. Multi-flowers and little turquoise rhinestones. Does look like it needs to be cleaned up a little bit right there in the cleaning area. And the last thing was just this beaded sewn collar necklace. And I just thought it was $1, and that's a lot of work. I don't know. I'm pretty sure these are hand sewn. And judging by the backing and the age of the fabric, I believe this is probably pretty old. Probably had a little hook or a chain here, maybe a ribbon. And again, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that. Put a clasp on it and sell it, or use it in a project. I don't know. All right, I'm going to get to the giveaway now. So let me remind you what the giveaway is about. Okay, so in my last video, I asked people to leave a comment, and that would automatically have you entered into the giveaway. I'm going to pick 3 winners, and you need to be in the continental United States. If you win, I need you to email me at SLOHappyVintage@AOL.com and give me your first, second, and third choice of items for the giveaway. So we'll figure out from there. You're all winners, but you know, if everybody chooses something different, that'll be easy. 2 people choose the same thing, I'll go in the order that I drew the person, if that makes sense. We'll figure it out. What I need to know in the email is your mailing address and then your first, second, and third pick. So this is number 1, the 3 strands of glass beaded necklaces. They do not have clasps. They are various lengths and multicolored. Number 2 is the little music box with the porcelain top that has rosebuds on it. Once again, I do not know the song it plays. It is from Japan. Very cute. The third thing, I have since figured out, this is a vintage cigarette case. Apparently cigarettes were much thinner back then, but it could also be used as a calling card case, a business card case. Doesn't look like it's ever been used. It still has a little protective paper in it, and it's got just a cute Victorian inspired design on it. And then number 4 are the 2 collector's research books, and I will get those out as soon as I hear from everybody. All right, let's do the giveaway. I have finally figured out how to run a random drawing, so here we go. First winner is, there you go, Becky Lynn 2625. Second winner is Ellen Levinson 8588. And my third winner is going to be Monica Prasak 1822. Congratulations, everybody, and I hope we can do another giveaway when we hit 1,000. We are already at 950-ish people, so we only have 50 to go. So keep sharing, keep subscribing, and thank you so much for being here. I really do enjoy talking to you, sharing my jewelry with you, and learning along the way. All right, I hope you have a great week, and I'll see you in the next one.